Welcome, everyone. This is our first guided meditation class. Today is Friday, and so it's time to take a little break from the day and come into the moment. So we have 20 minutes together. It's a brief time to get still, to connect to the breath, to connect to the body, because connecting to the body is a very helpful tool to help us connect to the moment and get grounded in where we are in reality in this moment. So we won't spend too much time talking or thinking about it since we all are here for a meditation. So I just want to say we will not be doing visual types of meditation, although there will be some visualization, but the intent of these guided meditations is to connect to the body. I am an embodiment coach, and I am guided in my life through my body. And it is my body that tells me what I'm needing, that gives me the signs and the information to know what direction I'm headed and to feel what is in my best interest and the best interest of the people that I love, but mostly to be able to be guided without having to spend so much time thinking and planning everything, because I am a thinker and a planner. Trust me, I have everything planned out. Plan A, plan B, plan C, and plan Z. I've got it covered. And so for me, it's really connecting to the body to remember that nothing's going to go to plan. All of my plans may fall apart. And in that moment, I can trust that I will be guided and I will know exactly what to do. So I don't have to plan. I just need to come here. Okay, so let's get started. Get yourself comfortable. As far as meditation, we are sitting, but you can lie down. It doesn't matter what the position is. A lot of people think they have to sit in a lotus position, and that's just not true. What's the most helpful is if your body can be relaxed, if your hips can be open. So if you're sitting in a lotus position, make sure that your knees are not, if your knees are up like this, you want to sit on something that's going to raise your hips up so that your hip joints can be open and the flow of energy can move easily. So you don't want anything sticking, holding the flow of energy from moving. And when I say the flow of energy, our joints have lymph in them. And lymph is like our trash system. And also our circulatory system, right, goes through the joints. And so making sure that everything is open so that everything can flow. And then if we are able to invite the breath into different parts of our body, then the breath has the freedom to move freely through the channels because they're open. Okay. So slowing down and getting still, allowing yourself time to get comfortable. It may take a few minutes as you come into stillness to actually become still. You may notice parts of your body begin to itch. Well, for me, I have mosquitoes constantly trying to bite me, so it's a challenge. You may notice parts of your body beginning to get uncomfortable, so you're wanting to adjust again. So give yourself space to do that for these first couple minutes to adjust. Recognizing that at some point, the meditation will become being still despite the urge to move, to itch, to adjust. So giving yourself the freedom right now to move, to attend to these different sensations that are calling your mind from stillness. Slowly moving into complete stillness. I'm going to give you a few minutes at a time throughout this meditation of silence. So I will not be talking the whole time. And in these spaces of silence, just noticing what happens. Noticing what happens to the mind. Noticing what happens in sensations in the body. Noticing what happens when you stay still, when there's an urge to move. And noticing what happens in the mind if you do move when you have that urge. And letting it all go. There's no judgment here. There are no expectations. Meditation is called a practice because we will never do it right. It will never be perfect. A Zen teacher once said, I have 84,000 thoughts in a day. You are never going to be a perfect meditator that has 0 thoughts. So you can let that expectation go right now and just become the witness. Bringing your awareness to your breath. Just notice your breath coming in and moving out. Noticing how the breath shifts as you keep your attention on it, or how it stays the same, without changing the breath on purpose. Just watching as if it were the first time you noticed yourself breathing. Noticing how the body moves around the breath. How does the stomach move? How do the ribs move? What does move and what doesn't move? Just taking a note of awareness. Curiosity. That's all. Continuing to watch the breath. What sensations arise around the breath, in the back? What sensations do you notice in the back of the heart, the back of the spine? Starting at the back of the throat and going all the way down the spine. What do you notice? Where is there tension? Where is there expansion? Without trying to change anything, just noticing. How far does the breath fill you? Without asking for more, we are only a witness in this meditation. We are not doing anything. We are simply being. Where does the breath go? Does it stop at the heart? Does it go down to the belly? Does it go further down to touch the womb? Does it go into the hips and the legs? Does it go into the shoulders and the arms? Where do you notice tension? Where do you notice expansion? And while you're watching in silence, where do you notice a shift or change in sensation? What do you notice in this stillness? What's happening? Is there a pleasure or joy or calmness? Is there a peaceful tranquility Or do you find yourself bored, struggling? Lots of sensations of discomfort and tension, agitation. What do you notice? Whatever you're noticing, positive or negative, breathe into that. Allow it to expand your body. And just notice what happens. Recognizing that the breath is love and life force energy filling you. Breathing into the sensation of the moment, expanding it throughout your being. What happens after doing this? Continuing to have patience, witnessing in non-judgment, letting all thoughts and stories go, returning to the breath. What are you noticing? What shifts? What stays the same? Whatever discomfort, physically or mentally, you're feeling, allow the exhale to take with it all of the words in the mind, as if clouds were passing by and the clouds pushed the words away. Coming back to curiosity of the sensation in the moment. Taking in the information without judgment, without assumptions, without making meaning of anything. Just noticing, just being aware that that is here, that that is present. And that's okay, because you're aware of it in this moment. And that's perfect. That's why we're here. Inviting a deep breath in to fill you, to wake you up out of stillness into movement. Open your mouth on the exhale, bringing your hands to prayer in front of your heart. And dropping your head in acknowledgement to yourself for coming here to this practice, for taking this break to be in the moment. And offer yourself gratitude for something. What are you grateful for of yourself in this moment? Thank you for joining. Have a great weekend. The next guided meditation will be on Monday.